Hello and welcome to RAIDBORN. This is a game that just got updated pretty massively in actual fact. Loads of new areas to explore, completely rebalanced progression, and, well, loads of other stuff. So let's start a new game here, and we are going to choose our settings. I'm actually going to be skipping construction times because I hate waiting. I really don't like waiting. We're going to turn on permadeath. Yes. We're going to turn on permadeath. Let's have 3 lives. I think that sounds pretty good to me. And otherwise, we're going to leave everything on normal. You wake up to a pounding headache after a long night of drinking. Head over to the workbench and brew a healing potion to ease the pain. You don't want to be late for your last day of training. Press tab to open this, shift to sprint, and so on, and wonderful things happening. Yes, let's craft a bunch of these. There we go. So we've crafted that, and now we just want to drink it. So let's do it, there we go, wonderful, and now we can go and equip our sword. We're going to take all of that, thank you very much, and here we go. So, basically, this game is all about raiding dungeons, as you might expect. You could call it raiding tombs. Yes, you could go, yeah, well, technically they're not tombs, okay, they're not tombs, they are actual places where people are living and things. But yeah. Now, no offense, but I actually don't really agree that this guy should sound like this. But obviously, you know, that depends on the developer, of course. We're just going to be jumping a couple of times here. We're going to be doing a couple of squats as well. Squatting or crouching in this case is the stealth way, basically how you do stealth. So we're going to do some damage with our melee weapon here. We're going to try to show off our combo. When you get higher level combos, you get the ability to perform critical strikes, and you can also perform power attacks. As you can see right there, we actually did 2 times critical damage, which is very, very nice. Now we just need to parry some moves. Very nice. I actually really enjoy the parry system in this game. I think they have done a great job on the timing of that.
Well done.
It feels very, very satisfying to land a parry. They've given me a shield now, so I can just block a little bit as well. Now we've got some very cool action here because we have the ability to kick people. As you can see right here, there's also a fully fledged ragdoll system, physics system in the game, which I really enjoy because that means that we are now going to be able to kick people into traps and various other things like that. Yes. So exactly what you think is going to happen is hopefully going to happen. Which means we're going to have some crazy cool times pushing people into traps and all kinds of things. Alright, so as you can see here, we've now advanced in level. So you can earn learning points by reading knowledge tomes found throughout the world. These can be spent on skill books to unlock additional abilities. So for example, if we go to our character pane right here, you can see that there are 5 different characters, kind of. And then we have a knowledge, sort of like passive bonuses available here for you to spec into whenever you want to. Now, for me personally, I actually want to be playing like a barbarian or something like that. I think that's probably going to be my favorite thing to do. So that's probably what we're going to go for here. I'm actually going to be utilizing this pedal force, which is going to increase the stamina damage of kicks by 20%. I know that sounds extremely boring and probably not something that is going to be exceptionally exciting to actually deal with, but from my perspective, I feel like this is actually going to help us a great deal. It's really going to help a massive amount. Now let's go and speak to the king, shall we? Yes, let's go and speak to the king. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely fine, and he's not going to die or anything. Oh. Well, seems like he has actually died, and we are now killing the possessed guards. I'm going to loot them very fast before this guy speaks to me. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so basically he is now saying, you better stay in your room.
You're still here? At least you can follow my orders. So the king is dead, and things aren't looking good for you. But I was able to convince the council that you aren't involved in this whole incident. They still question your integrity and accuse you of negligence. They have ordered your dishonorable discharge from service with immediate effect. But listen, you have always been a good recruit, and I believe in your loyalty. We have to find out who is responsible for the assassination of the king. But there aren't many people I can trust. But I already have a plan. There is an abandoned guard outpost south of town where you can set up base. My scholar friend Aurelia agreed to help us with this matter. Meet her there and follow her orders. She will explain everything else. Unfortunately, I have to stay and carry out my duties.
Alright, there you go, and our reputation has now increased. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether these are voice actors or not.
Greetings. I am Aurelia, a scholar of the royal court. Commander Reynald has informed me of the situation. The council believes a necromancer was behind the murder of the king. I fear there is a much darker power involved, but they refuse to listen to me. I managed to recover a few fragments of these strange crystals that appeared from the ground. Now I just need a proper workspace to study their power and track its source. This outpost is in poor shape, but there should be enough building space for a small laboratory. Maybe we can even restore this outpost to its former glory. We could build some facilities and hire a crew to make our lives easier. But we need some building materials.
Alright, so we're gonna go and get some building materials. Yes, indeed. So as you can see right here, we are currently short on gold. We need gold to be able to create the laboratory. There are a bunch of other buildings that you're going to be able to construct over time as well. So just bear that in mind. Alright, so this is the map. And indeed, as I said, they have added additional places for you to go into at least over time. Not entirely sure if we're going to be able to go in there right now, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so as you can see, we have level 5s, a secluded forest hideout, usually occupied by outlaws and wildlings. And indeed, we have Blood Bay Barrow, which has pirates building materials. Oh, pirates and building materials? Alright, that actually sounds pretty cool. Alright, I'm happy to get some building materials. Thanks very much. That's probably going to be very, very useful. And bear in mind, obviously, as you might expect, there are pieces of treasure, loot, chests, and so on and so forth that you will be able to lockpick. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I don't have a two-handed at the moment, do I? No. I do not have a two-handed. So I will be using my one-handed for the most part, which is not exactly great. And as you can see, while browsing your inventory or picking locks, you are distracted. Your enemies might exploit this to prepare an ambush. The longer you are distracted, the higher the chance for an ambush. So I am literally ambushed. Are you serious? That's actually hilarious. Always look out for wood or metal spikes. If you stun an enemy, you could kick him into those deadly traps. Note that only collapsed enemies take damage from traps, and that some enemies are too strong to collapse. Yeah, so obviously we're going to have to be careful on that, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that right now. We can actually just relax. Because I don't think there will be too many enemies around here. As you can see, there's a chest. Already looted that. Very, very nice. We can't go into some of these buildings, unfortunately, but we will be, hopefully, able to loot a number of other things in and around the area here. Hello there, sir. Yes, I will murder you. There's the kick. As you can see, the kick does massive stamina damage now. And as you can see, boom, he's down. And now I can just do damage. And he's dead. What? Oh, okay, I thought he was dead. Apparently he's not. Apparently he just stood up. He was like, yeah, I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. I don't know. Maybe that guy. Yeah, maybe that's what's going on there. But yeah, we should probably be able to deal with these fellows relatively easily. Bear in mind, I do have stamina, so I do have to be a little bit careful about utilizing it. Make sure you don't run out of stamina, as you can see there. Yes, or you'll lose your momentum and the ability to perform specific actions. Look out for equipment with better handling to reduce stamina consumption. Well, I don't actually need to worry about that too much, because as you can see, I can just kind of move back here. This guy is probably going to have a... Whoa, he has a melee... not a melee weapon. He has a ranged weapon. So, yeah, I probably want to be a bit careful of that. Thankfully, these guys are all dead. And we eliminated them quite nicely, actually. Surprisingly well, to be honest. And we barely took any damage. We're looting some coins here. Hello there. Oh, wow. They must have hung these guys a long, long time ago. That's for sure. Oh, and there's a knowledge tome. Very nice indeed. Can I actually... Learning point received. Ah, there we go. This book grants a learning point and is bursting with knowledge. Okay, I learned another one. Okay, so do we have learning points? Yes, we have 2 learning points right here. What does that actually mean, though? What does that actually mean? Does that mean something? Let's activate rage mode. No, that doesn't help us. A knowledge point? A learning point? Can I... Ah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so we need learning points to be able to get these passive bonuses. I'm not entirely sure if we have the ability to get other things. We could get this. I'm thinking right now, craft items and improve your equipment. I need a skill point for that. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so it seems like I will need a skill book and so on and so forth to be able to utilize the learning points. Kind of a shame that we need something else to be able to do that. I thought I'd be able to do it, you know, just normally. But unfortunately not. Ah, hello there, sir. I will murder you. Are you ready? Ah, yes, he's ready. He's very ready. And as you can see, boom. Oh, yeah. Instant death right there. Instant death for him. Yeah. I feel like the kicking mechanic is absolutely amazing. And I can only imagine what it would be like if we had the ability to kick them into some traps. Obviously, I don't see any traps right now. So it's probably going to be unlikely we're going to be able to do that yet. But you never know. Maybe there is actually going to be something sometime soon. Okay, yeah, there's nothing up there by the looks of things. Ah, hello there, sir. You are a harpooner. So, there we go. Yeah, now, level 5 enemies are actually a lot more difficult than you might expect. It's actually quite surprising because some of them actually have a significant amount of armor. So we do have to be a bit cautious of that. As you can see, the enemy has been eliminated. So now the question is, where are the others? Yes, there's gonna be like what? Probably like 3 remaining or something like that. Oh, there we go, silver goblet, very nice. Anytime we loot things, we are obviously going to be able to sell them later on. Yeah, actually, you know what? We should just kick. We should just literally kick the entire time. Boom. Just take him down. And look at that. Instant kill. Extremely, extremely nice. Ah, here we go, here we go. Alright. Let's do this. I'm being very, very audacious right now. Because there is no real need for me to be super careful. All I need to do is just kick. And we can hopefully do something like this. There we go. That guy's on the floor. That guy's on the floor. Now I should be able to kill this guy relatively easily. He's blocking. That's okay. We don't have to worry about that too much. Now we can do a nice power move. There we go. We got 2 times damage from that. Another power move. Yes. Nice. There we go. His shield is gone completely. And he's out of there. There we go. Have to be a little bit careful on that. And I think, yes, there is the boss. The Sea Devil. He rallies surrounding allies to attack more aggressively. Okay, so we are just gonna slash away here as best as we can. And I am going to, yeah, I am going to literally just drain his stamina right now. And then we are going to stun him, push him down. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do a little bit more than this, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have any stamina right now. Oh, yeah, run away from that bomb. They do tend to use bombs sometimes, the bosses, and they are actually really, really dangerous. Because they can blind you dramatically. Actually, so much so that I would recommend trying at all costs not to get blinded. It is extremely dangerous, just purely because it is very bright, by the way, as well. Extremely, extremely bright. We got a hunting bow. Okay, that's not necessarily something I was really looking for. As you can see, the hunting bow is pretty good because it increases your headshot damage by 25%. So you can get even more one-shots, which is actually really, really fun. So you found your first lock. So basically, this is all about inputting the correct, yeah, as you can see right there. Done. There we go. Nice. And we got a load of stuff right there. You see that? Massive amounts of stuff. And indeed, we did get a rusty two-hander, which I am now going to be utilizing. I do think I have leveled up as well, but let's just use this right here just to kill this guy. Nice. Yes, yes. Oh, the two-handed is great. Oh, I like it. I like it. Yeah, two-handed is definitely my deal. Thank you very much. All right. And yeah, we actually even have some extra stuff here that we can potentially loot. Yeah, let me take that. What is this? A soul shrine. The shrine hungers for souls. Feed it and speak your desire. Okay, so I unfortunately don't have any souls right now, but as you can see, it is available. And so, you know, being able to get that stuff would be pretty crazy. Let's just drink a healing potion. And then we will make our way back to our outpost, and we'll actually be able to create the laboratory. And then we can speak to Aurelia once again, and she'll obviously tell us what we need to do next. So there we go. We're going to do this. And obviously, because the construction speed is skipped, or at the very least I've skipped it, we don't really have to worry about that too much. And you can see here that we have the ability to now create leather and so on and so forth. If we want to get some more lockpicks, then we can do that. I think I will probably create another healing potion while I have the ability to do so, and then let's speak to her.
Excellent work! The laboratory is finally complete. Tracking the magic emanating from the crystals can be dangerous and will require a powerful source of energy. I think only soul energy will be strong enough for this. Here,
yeah, you guessed it, you guessed it. We've got soul extractors, and we now have to extract souls from enemies. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go and attack Stonebark Retreat with totally different enemies. So we're not going to fight the same enemies twice, and that is actually very fun. I think that's going to be extremely enjoyable. Okay, so the question is, do we want to sneak attack some people? No, not really, because as you can see, we have some of these guys right here. Look at that. Look at the damage. The damage this thing does is actually kind of crazy, considering. Oh, hello. You're using arrows? Well, that's not very nice of you, sir. I will murder you just for that. Thank you. I was planning on it anyway, but you know, don't tell him that. Okay, yeah, we should be absolutely fine here, though, because these fellows, they have no idea. They have no idea what is about to befall them. Nice. There we go. That was some good damage right there. Let's loot all of that. And we can loot this as well. And let's make sure that we're not missing out. Okay, I'm just going to sneak. Nice. Look at that. 2 times stealth damage. That's actually insane. Wow, that's really, really cool. Okay, so let's have a look. I have 1 skill point, 2 learning points. Let's see what I can go for here. Two-handed weapons deal 20% more damage to armor targets, or we could go for rage mode. Do we want rage mode? I'm not sure. I think we'll just do this. I need another skill point, really? That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, hello there. I didn't even realize that they were behind me, but that's okay. That is actually fine, because you can see here we're actually doing a lot of damage. Massive, massive damage in actual fact. And I think, you know what? Healing potion it is. Oh, what do we have over here? Have I actually killed that many people? I don't even feel like I have killed that many people, but we have 8 out of 25. Oh, nice. Wow, a lot of stuff right there. Another healing potion. Yeah, give me all of that. Thank you very much. Okay, wait. What do we got going on here? I'm going to sneak. Nice. Times 2 stealth damage and immediately killed. It's actually hilarious me doing this with a 2-handed sword. Nice. Okay. Oh, sometimes you find locked doors, gates, debris, and more that block your way. Find the item that is required to overcome these obstacles. It is usually located nearby. Yeah, it requires a key. It's usually located nearby. I have a bad feeling that I'm never going to be able to find this. What's this? Requires shovel. Okay, do I need to find the shovel? I mean, it should be around here somewhere, right? Shouldn't be that difficult. I should be able to find this very easily. Coins, silver ore. Okay, well the question is, can I find the shovel? Is this even the right way to go? Ah, lockpick. Okay, nope. That, this, nope. Yeah, that. There we go. Okay, I did it. Whoa, okay, that was a lot better than the previous time. That's for sure. Oh, we got loads of enemies coming up here. There's a shovel. Nice. Found the shovel.
Too easy.
Well, these guys are just going to run away, unfortunately. This one is, at least. The one with the bow. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. He's actually doing some pretty nice blocking right there, but unfortunately for him, we just have way too much front load damage. And he is out of there. Okay, let's actually just see anything else around here. It doesn't feel like it. Out there. Wait a minute. Hello. Let's just sneak attack these guys. Nice and easy. All right. Yeah, we are very, very good. 17 out of 25. Let's take another healing potion. Loads of chests around here as well, which is absolutely fantastic. We're getting so much loot from every single one of them. Very, very nice. And indeed, we are at the boss soon enough. Oh, this might actually be the guy. Yep, I think it was. There we go. That was indeed the boss. That is wonderful. Alright, so he had a flask on him as well. That's obviously fine. And I believe maybe there's going to be something around here. Did he not have like a special weapon on him or something? Doesn't seem like it. That's kind of unfortunate. I was somewhat hoping that he would. Let's pick the lock of this one. Whoa, okay, this is going to be dangerous. Or not. As the case may be. Whoa, okay, that's pretty crazy. Nice hunting bow. Skill book toughness. Alright. That's great. That means that I might actually be able to get some toughness now. As you can see right here, we can actually learn that because I have a skill book. I didn't have one before, so that's really nice. And I do actually have one skill point available here, so I will probably be going for another point in this. What does this do, actually? Your energy point limit increases by 1. I actually have no idea what that actually means, but let's try it, shall we? Let's try it. That sounds pretty fun. So, yeah, now we can just fast travel to leave the dungeon once again, and we're going to have to go somewhere else, aren't we? We could go over here. We could go over here to the main town and maybe get a quest. You know, we could get another quest instead of just the main quest. We could get something else. Only weirdos approach people from this distance. What do you mean? Right in front of him? Okay, let's trade with this guy. The red or green number next to an attribute value in your inventory indicates how much worse or better the item is compared to your current equipment. You can also sort your inventory by attributes. To do this, you can either use the corresponding sort button or click on the attribute abbreviations with your mouse. Okay, so we can obviously get this. He has no weapons or anything because this guy is the alchemist. I would like to sell some stuff, so let's sell some things. Let's sell the wooden sword, the worn sword, this hunting bow, primitive bow. We can probably sell the shield potion. I'm not going to really use that, I don't think. The forge hammer is probably going to be relatively useful. And is this all loot? Yes, let's sell automatically all of the loot. As you can see, we now gain 840 gold. Now we're looking very, very nice indeed. And as you can see, we now have 2,500. I'd like to find the weapon merchant. If we can. If there is a weapon merchant. This guy's the bow guy. He is. I'm not really looking for the bow fellow right now. Thank you very much. Ah, here's the weapon guy. Over in this direction. In here? No. Around the side, I assume? Yes.
Want to trade?
Hello there. Oh yes, give me something amazing. Okay, so here we go, here we go. We need something two-handed. Two-handed bearded axe. Does more damage, not that much more, unfortunately. A simple war axe that reliably does what it is supposed to. Kill. Okay, we got another two-handed here. This is pretty decent. Yeah, some of this stuff is not that good, annoyingly enough. Yeah, I mean, right now, this actually seems much better, and this is a one-handed. Because if you think about it, the speed, I guess this is probably the best. So I am just going to buy that. There we go. And we'll just use that instead. And then what we'll do is we'll probably sell the other stuff. Sell the rusty two-hander. We could probably sell this bow as well, but then we don't have any other bow, and it's probably going to be somewhat useful to have a bow, right? Yeah, I think it probably will be. Okay, so there is actually a quest over here, by the looks of things. So, hello there.
Better watch it.
Unless you're a respected citizen, you're not allowed to enter the upper district. Okay. I see how it is. Ah, hello. Wait a minute. No, that's not the guy? Oh, that's not the guy I need to speak to. I thought he was going to say something like, oh, my shop is closing. I need your assistance. Ah, hello.
Greetings.
Do you have a moment? I would like to ask you something. A few years ago, I joined a religious community that initially appeared incredibly progressive. However, over time, our spiritual leader, Aaron, strayed further and further from our core values, ultimately dividing our group. There is a small group of people, myself included, who plan to overthrow Aaron so that peace and harmony can return to our proud community. Unfortunately, Aaron not only wields an extremely powerful mithril weapon, but also knows how to use it. This makes it very difficult to attack him directly. My sword skills are decent, but far from sufficient. Therefore, I requested a protective potion from an alchemist friend to guard me against Aaron's attacks. Unfortunately, this requires a number of rare ingredients. I should be able to buy most of them, but some are especially hard to come by. You seem like a seasoned adventurer. I also heard you used to be in the city guard. Surely hunting some creatures and extracting biological material won't be a challenge for you, right? You're best advised to use sharp weapons for this kind of work. So, do you accept the offer? And don't worry, I promise it will be worth the trouble. Gather 8 human bones. 8 human bones? Sure. To keep track of your current quests, open the journal and switch to the Quests tab. You can set quests active so they are shown in your HUD. Also keep an eye on your compass, which shows you quest givers and items. Okay, so this is where we have to go, right? Is this where we have to go, actually? That doesn't seem like it. Wait a minute. We've got a bunch of different things. It says, find the fragments of the soul blade. If I can locate the remaining pieces, I might be able to reforge it and bring it back to its former glory. That sounds very cool. Alright. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's do the conspiracy. Do we, where do we actually go? I mean, I assume this way? This is an event. I don't know. I don't know what this is. So I'm going to just head in there and see what's actually going on. It's going to be quite fun. I should probably take a healing potion, shouldn't I?
A good day, is it?
The heavens must have sent you, stranger. Our farm is in danger, and I can use any help I can get. I've sent everyone inside where they're safe, but I don't know how long I'll be able to protect them on my own. This evil witch, Agatha, has cast a curse upon me land. We once were friends, but it seems she started to fall in love with me over the years, and grew envious of my wife. That was when things changed. When I refused her, she became full of hatred and cast a dark curse upon our farm. I'm not sure what's coming, but I need help defending the farm. Well, wait, I heard something. I think you better get ready. Alright, so what are we fighting here? I'm going to assume we're fighting skeletons. Or zombies. Ah, hello. Crop mutants. Crop mutants, in fact. Alright. Well, thankfully I can get soul essence from these, which is quite nice. As you can see, the amount of stamina that we can reduce from them is not good enough, unfortunately. There we go. They're all dead. And we don't get to loot them, unfortunately. Alright. Oh, we have... Oh, no! We've got another one! We've got more waves incoming. Okay, well, that shouldn't be too bad. Yes. I think I have enough soul essence now, at least. Okay, we got another one. Okay, I'm assuming 3 waves, right? I'm assuming 3 waves. We should be okay. Energy points down at the bottom right, by the way, if you want to see them. So whenever I use a 2 times critical damaging attack, you know what I've just done. Oh, yes. Okay, let's do some damage here. Try to avoid getting myself murdered in the process. And there you go. Now we can speak to him. Damn, that was close. Thank you, stranger. I don't know what I would have done without you. You've lost our lives. I mean, you've saved our lives even. Oh dear. Please take this recipe I once received from Agatha. It's the least I could do. And a recipe of warding potion has been received. We also got 500 experience and 500 gold. That's pretty decent. Thanks very much. Alright, so where do we get human bones from? Well, I'm going to assume we can probably get them from Probably pirates. Yeah, probably. I mean, we've gone to... Yeah, let's go to the pirate place. Why not? It sounds pretty fun. Alright, here we go. Nice. Immediate damage right there. Unfortunately, he does have some armor, but that's okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, how do we get human bones? That's the question, because I'm here, and you know, it depends whether I need to go to some specific place to get the human bones or not. That might be the case. This fellow is a spellcaster. Oh no, never mind. I thought he was a spellcaster because he seemed like he had a staff, but it was actually just his harpoon, of course. Okay, now we can do massive cleaving damage right here. Massive cleaving damage. We should be absolutely fine here too. We don't have anything to worry about. Unfortunate that I actually used that incorrectly right there. It would have been nice to do that massive damage on him, but unfortunate. Ah, there we go. We've got some human bones. Okay, so basically it's just a low percentage chance, or... No, we're actually getting them quite often now. There you go. Okay, so we're looking pretty nice now. Let's actually just continue making sure that we're taking our healing potions. You need to really very much watch out for that, because your health can go down very quickly if you're not careful. There we go. You can cancel your animation at any point, by the way, to do a block, which is going to be exceptionally useful once we get to higher tier enemies. Obviously, at the moment, we are kind of struggling a little bit, you know? We're not doing amazingly well or anything like that, so it just goes to show that even playing on a normal difficulty, you are going to have some pretty challenging situations here. There we go. Nice block. Oh dear. There we go. Nice. There we are. Okay, so we literally got everything that we needed to there. We got additional experience. Did I actually level up as well? Let me actually have a look. Did I? Yes, we leveled up. Fantastic. Increases combo gain from pushing targets into traps. Unlocks apprentice level two-handed weapons. Yeah, we'll probably do that. There we go. There's also a chest here. We can pick the lock. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, down, up, right, left, down, up, right, down, up, right, up, down, up, right, down. Oh my goodness, really? Down, up, right, down. Okay, so down, up, right, down, left, down, up, right, down, up. There we go. Okay, we made it. Whew. That was a little bit close, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a little bit close. Otherwise, we would have had some huge issues there. But yeah, as you can see, we got a massive amount of stuff from there. So very, very nice. Okay, so we now just need one human bone remaining. Oh, there is actually an event going on here. Let's go to the event. Hopefully, we'll be fighting human enemies. That would be rather useful, wouldn't it? We do have some herbs that I'm picking up and some various other ingredients that might be useful for creating our own potions and things.
Greetings.
Greetings, traveler. You have ventured deep into the heart of the forest. I sense a restless, hungry spirit within you, craving wisdom and power. It is not lightly that I share the secrets of the forest, but if you prove worthy and master my challenges, I am sure I can satisfy your hunger. Here, I have noted the first trial in your journal. Return to me when you have been successful, and I will share my knowledge with you. Okay, so the virtue of the forest. What do we have to do? Well, that is the question, isn't it? Let's take a look. I have met a strange druid in the woods who promised me to share his knowledge if I complete a series of trials. Clear a dungeon with bow only. Okay, well that's easy. Alright. That should be very, very easy. I'm just going to select that. And let's do the... let's see. I am actually... let's go to Mossreach Crest, I guess. Should be okay, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna sneak attack these guys. Or not. There we go, headshot damage. Not a sneak attack though. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm not entirely sure how you cancel your bow shot, as in like you pulling back the bow. I'm not entirely sure how you do that. Yeah, obviously in Skyrim and things like that, you generally can do that with R or right click, dependent on what you have. But in this one, that does not work for some reason. So, oh, that was a, wow, that was a headshot. That instantly killed that guy. That was pretty crazy. Okay, so, oh, what do we have here? We can interact with this. Requires key. They did say that the keys and so on and so forth are nearby, but that's probably not going to help me that much. Okay, we've got some souls here, but the question is, we need souls for the quest, right? Yeah, we need to talk to Aurelia, actually. We need to talk to Aurelia after this. So yeah, unfortunate that I don't think I can find out what happens when we give souls to the soul shrine, so gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. Yeah, pick up some arrows, wine bottle. Yeah, we're picking up a lot of really, really nice stuff, actually. Nice, wow, nice headshot. Instant kill right there. Very, very nice. Okay, I like it. A shovel? Okay, yeah, shovel is definitely going to come in handy. I can't believe I forgot about that shovel in the previous level. That is actually pretty funny. All right, let's see if I can maybe find something that I need to dig into the ground for. Learning potion? Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's the key. Oh, the key was literally on a tree nearby. That is hilarious. Okay, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Ooh, hello. Hello. Oh. You found your first legendary chest. You only have one chance to pick it. Press the corresponding direction keys in the rhythm indicated by the yellow arrows. You have as much time as you need, but a single wrong input will seal the chest forever. Okay, I don't actually understand what this means. Press the corresponding direction keys in the rhythm indicated by the yellow arrows. Okay. Whoa. Okay, wait. Up, down, right, up, down, down. Up, down, right, up, down, down. Up, down. What? I went to... Okay, never mind. I went to press it, and it said I got it wrong. Okay, I thought I did it at the exact right time, but apparently I was maybe a bit too slow. Yeah, that's probably the case. That's unfortunate. Okay, both of these guys dead. Kind of unfortunate about that legendary chest. It would have been so amazing to see what was inside, but I feel like that system... is very, very difficult. At least for me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really, really stupid or something. Anyway, there we go. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. Nice. Good, we got some good stuff right there. Oh, wait, we got another chest right next to us? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, let's just heal ourselves a little bit, and what we're going to do is going to try and snipe that guy. Nice! Whoa, that was actually a hit. Can you believe it? Wow, I can't. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a lot of people right there. There we go. Alright, not bad, not bad. Obviously, we do have to clear this with only using a bow. Otherwise, I'd be switching, obviously, to my melee weapon in these cases. Silver ore, copper ore, very nice. Just in case we want to get some ingots smelted. Ooh, here we go. Another nice little headshot here. Boom. Not an instant kill that time. Okay, interesting. Nice. At least we killed him very, very quickly. Nice, he's dead. Got another chest. Wow, massive amounts of loot around here. Actually crazy. What is up here? Doesn't feel like anything. Nope. Okay. Oh, hello there, sir. Goodbye. Yes, look at that. Nice damage. Here's the boss. Alright, let's see if we can get a nice little stealth attack on the boss. I highly doubt it. Or maybe we did. Whoa, the mask is in... Oh. Is he literally invulnerable to projectiles? Are you joking? Are you serious? The only time that I decide to do a quest that requires me to clear a hideout with bow only, and it literally says that he's immune to... He is actually immune to projectiles, as you can see right here. Me doing damage to him means that he's... Are you serious? That is actually insane if you think about it. Okay, we're gonna have to switch over to my thing here. I will go back down here now. Well, this is unfortunate, isn't it? Because now I basically have no way of completing that quest. I'm actually surprised that there is even an attribute like that, to be honest, but there you go. Well, we can only hope that he's going to give me something amazing. Maybe he's going to... he dropped a bow. Isn't that hilarious? Okay, yes. He has a big two-handed axe, but he drops a bow. Of course. Yes, that's wonderful. Killed enemies can drop extra gold. That's what the ebony bow does, apparently. So, yeah. That's actually not even entirely bad, but obviously the main big issue is that I was unable to complete the quest. But I guess that's not too bad. Wow, we do a lot of damage now, don't we?
Easy.
Yeah, very nice. The question is there another chest around here somewhere? Maybe there's something that we could potentially pilfer. That would be kind of nice. Hello there, sir. Big damage coming out. Thanks very much. Nope, doesn't seem like we have anything else here, unfortunately. Okay, so did we actually complete that quest? No way, right? Yeah, nah, see, as I thought not. Okay, that's really, really sad, actually, considering... I extracted enough material. I should return to Edgar so he can start brewing the potion he needs to defeat his adversary. Okay, yeah, I will go back to speak to him then. Oh, that is so annoying that we had that boss. Can you believe it? Having a boss that is immune to projectiles when you're doing a bow-only challenge? What are the odds, eh? What are the odds? Well, Edgar should be down here. Actually, I have no idea where he is now. Is he over here somewhere? Ah, there we go. I found him. I see you managed to gather the ingredients. Thanks to your service, I can defeat Aaron and restore order. I owe you a great debt of gratitude. Here is your reward, as promised. And so there we go. We are now level 6, and he basically gave us a load of extra stuff. What is really funny, though, is that this cult leader's name is Aaron. I find that very, very funny. Okay, it's just a very normal name, you know? It's just a very normal name for a very extraordinary profession, I guess you could kind of call it. Anyway, unlocks the ability to upgrade two-handed weapons at the forge. Yes, let's do it. Sounds good to me. Thanks very much. Alright, so what else do we have available here? Well, we can obviously try to find the fragments of the soul blade if we want to, or we will go and try the side quest again. We should probably go and talk to Aurelia though, shouldn't we? Yes, that's probably the most important thing that we should have done beforehand anyway. Where is she? Oh, she's inside here. There we go.
I see you have the souls I asked for. I bet it was a challenging task. Now I can finally begin the ritual. It will take a while. We talk again later.
Uh-huh, okay. Right, wait for the ritual to finish. Okay, how long is that going to take? We don't know. Ah, I see. There's the little bar that shows you how long it's going to take. Alright, well that's pretty cool. I like that. Anyway, I think I've shown you quite a lot of the game so far, but if you'd like to see more, then by all means let me know. Otherwise, if you would like to play it yourself, then there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.